like damn, like she a eater. Yeah, she a eater. This should be illegal.
Yesterday we tested. It was Friday. I wasn't here. He was here. Made a bunch of changes during the off season. Went pretty well. Good amount of cars here for the testing, but we got some data for this track. Obviously, we have a lot of passes in general, but any data, extra data is good for the car and for the event. So I went all around pretty good yesterday. The bounty is definitely still alive. We saw a couple social media posts by Zach Lawrence saying the bounty was still alive. Obviously, if we win again, we won't get the bounty ourselves. Someone has to beat us to claim that bounty. Obviously, there's a lot of cars here chasing that bounty. We've already seen a couple new cars, so obviously word got on the streets that there's a bounty to take us out. So.
My name's Richard Blockenmeyer from Mandan, North Dakota, out here at Grove Creek Raceway. I'm gonna race Big Tire. It's a multi-stage nitrous, big block Ford. It can make 2,700.
Grove Creek, Minnesota, one of our favorite races to come to. Been coming here for, God, I think 9, 10 years, something like that. At least 9. So, still chugging away at Big Tire, so we'll see what happens today. We got a lot of competition. There's guys from Wisconsin, I'm not sure where all else, a lot of them from Minnesota here. So, it'll be a tough one.
We're at Small Tire. Carpenter's won 10 in a row, so man, he's going to be tough, but we're going to see if we can't bring home a little money.
What do you got behind you here then?
It's my 67 Nova. It's got a Noonan 526 in it. It's an X2 motor. So I have Resolution Racing help me out with it. It's been a good combo.
What does it make for power roughly?
Sheesh, I have no idea. No idea. More than I want.
Good luck. Be safe tonight.
All right, thanks for coming out, buddy. Appreciate you guys.
All right, my name's Danny Jessup. Got a 91 Fox body with a small block Chevy and a Pro Charger. I'm in Small Tire. It's a new combo setup this year. We're trying to just get down the track and have some fun and see if we can go some rounds.
Howdy, my name's Robert Jessup. We do Cash at the Creek. It's only an outlaw race. There's only 3 races a year. That's all we race it. We just put the car together. It took 7.5 months. We finally got her so we can dial her in now. Now we just got to dial her in and hopefully she'll do what we want her to do. After we spend buku bucks, you know. Now we just got to make it do what the money's spent on for it.
All right, we have all of our DOT as the first pair is starting to come out of the staging lane now. Our start line crew is ready. The water is down. Round 1 elimination. The DOT Tire coming at you now. Ian gonna take that Chevelle down the Heartthrob exhaust lane. And of course, the old 65 Nova, Lucas Berg. Over there in the O'Reilly lane. That's 65 Nova, 572 cubic inch big block Chevy in it as we got Ian Jones out of Fargo, North Dakota. Spotter backing him up into the groove. 72 Chevelle. Looking to see round number 2. Tell you what, that was one quick Chevelle. But that is one high, powerful Nova. They pre-staged. Build up boost on both lanes. First one in was Berg. Popping and banging, they're gone. Ian is off the line. Will that Nova spool it up and get around him? He does. Lucas Berg goes to round number 2. Berg must have had just enough around him to get that win light. That was a very good matchup. And now we're going to take it back down to the line. 2 Mustangs. Fox body in the O'Reilly lane. You see Nate Overby, that 97 Mustang in the Heartthrob lane. I'm going to tell you right now, Overby This is one powerful Mustang, but he has got to get this car to hook up to the track. Carl Thomas with the 88 Mustang.
That's the real one he needs.
Sits over there in the O'Reilly lane. And it looked like Overby really had to move over to the right just a little bit there. So he's back in the groove. Spotter will pull him up as well. Looked like he might want to come maybe an inch or two to the left, but you know what? I think Nate Overby will be just fine. First to pre-stage it will be Carl Thomas. Power boosts up. They both go in. Tree is down, they're gone. First one off the line, Carl Thomas with a green light. All the way to the top. Easy win light right there. Thomas will be seen in round number 2. Now the Monte Carlo coming back at us. All right, Brian DePaulis got the S10 out front. Can he maintain it all the way to the top? He does. And Brian DePaulis takes that 2000 S10 to round number 2. Senderhoff back in the Fox Body Mustang. Going to be putting it down the O'Reilly lane. See the Corvette here in the Heartthrob lane. Nick Wilson's Corvette, turning and burning, sending out some smoke signals. And now as they're getting them backed up, prepped and ready, who's going around number 2? Well, I think we're about to find out. David Senderhoff out of Zimmerman, Minnesota. And now, staging them up, last one in, Nick Wilson. Arms and timing system, they're in. Tree is down and they're gone. Senderhoff just peels away, unfortunately for Nick Wilson. Not only did he break the tires loose, I think something locked up. And now Gregerson stages it. Tree is down and they're gone. Red light for Gregerson automatically puts Pete Trombley into round number 2. Clint went way too soon. Burnout's awaiting. And there's the signal, turn and burn. Kyle Wayne and Brian Mankey. Kyle Wayne is from Ramsey, Minnesota. Kyle out of Ramsey, got the 1968 red Chevelle over there. Yeah, it looks red to me. Beautiful car, by the way. Brian Mankey, 540 cubic inch power plant in that Chevy Camaro 72 model. Round 1 competition. Mankey in the Heartthrob exhaust lane, Kyle Wayne in the O'Reilly lane. Once again, second call, small tire. We need you in the lanes. Small tire, we need you in the lanes. You better get to getting. Power's building boost. Mankey's in. Oh, he breaks loose. He gets back in it, but it is not going to be enough. Kyle Wayne gets all the way down to the top first. I'll tell you what, that was quite the gamble for Kyle. He got way out of the groove. He did not see Brian Mankey beside him. He said, I'm staying in it, and that paid off. That will put Kyle Wayne into the next round. And now, Steve Carson out of New Ulm, Minnesota. This is what's called a competition by, where he was supposed to be running against, I believe, the S10, but that S10, oh, he was supposed to run against Bellinger. Remember seeing that gold Mustang, that hood scoop that caught fire, and this is why Steve Carson is running. Gonna break the beam and accept the win right here. And he is going full pull. Wheels up. He does not even touch the front tire until 300 feet on the driver's side. A solid A to B run for Steve Carson. That Nova went full send mode all the way down. That's how the parachutes come out. Steve Carson ready for whoever comes next. So now, small tire coming up into the lanes now. Troy Bednar's coming around the corner in the Camaro. All right, tension in the pits. Tension in the pits. Big tire, first call. First call, big tire. We need you in the lanes. Troy Bednar's going to put it down the O'Reilly Auto lane. See the Malibu in the Heartthrob exhaust lane. And there's Troy with the burnout. Justin Olson's Malibu stops right above the 80-foot mark. Going to back up that 78 Malibu. 565 cubic inch power in that Malibu, but that 565 cubic inch control line sits in the Camaro. This right here is a matchup. Comes down to the tune, comes down to the driver, hooking up to the track, steering it, pedaling it, whatever it takes to turn on that wind light. Purge coming out of Olson's Malibu. See Jason bringing Bednar's up to the line now. Justin Olson, first one to pre-stage. Bednar's arms the timing system. The tree comes down, they're gone. Olson's in trouble, and that's all that Bednar's needed to get down to the top end. But Bednar's, he was like, you know what? Even though I broke loose, get back in it, just get the wind light. He had no idea where Justin was or what was going on back behind him. He just wanted to see that wind light before he figured it out. Bednar's going rounds, and now Brian Carpenter? You bet it is. Got that. Pro Charger 2004 Mustang, 572 cubic inch engine in that, brought to you by Nolan's Thunderhead Racing Engines and Peter Campbell. Now Campbell, he's out of West St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada. And Campbell is going to pilot that 68 Camaro down the Heartthrob lane. Will Campbell take that Canadian Camaro to the next round? Let's find out. Brian Carpenter going to make him work for it. Oh, Carpenter, he got loose and gets it right as Campbell comes around. It looked like he got the chutes out a little early. And I'll tell you what, Carpenter got out of the groove. Looked like he was getting it back in, and then Campbell all of a sudden just said, let's get there. So you see Carpenter exit the track, Campbell right behind him. We are now clear at the top end. And now it's Bob Bowman. That blown big block Chevy, 69 Camaro. Bowman out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Look at the smoke coming out of Kyle Reed's Nova. That thing, boy, it gets smoky in there, doesn't it? '72 Nova with a 427 LS in it. Kyle Reed from Winniston, North Dakota. Starter saw just a piece of rubber out on the line and was like, hey, you know what? Let's get that out of the way. So they are trying to get Kyle Reed a little straighter into the groove. They didn't like where he was sitting. As Bob Bowman sits in the pre-stage, they finalize Kyle Reed where they want him, and they say, okay, Kyle, go ahead, roll it forward. All right. Wow. Bob Bowman. Automatic DQ for Kyle Reed, who crossed the center line, took out the 330 block, and that will put us on a hold. We're going to have to go get a little CPR and revive the styrofoam.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
I don't know what that block did to Kyle Reed.
Yeah, who betting the money?
Kyle had some vengeance at it, but
Who betting the money?
that will put Bob
Who betting
Bowman,
the money?
who already had the win light, guaranteed next round.
I know it's been a while, but I ain't lost it.
No cash, just straight check.
I know it's been a while, I ain't lost it. Came out here with it today again, and I ain't dry.
Oh, that was like half as big as the one you brought last time, bro.
Yeah, but it's more hundreds than this.
Twice as big as ours.
The smaller the better in my pocket. Around here, it ain't the bigger the better. Smaller the better.
Clearly, we're in different tax brackets. I'll use that type of money.
Who wants some of this stuff? Who wants some of this stuff right now? Who going against this stuff right now? Who's going against this stuff?
There's some really relaxing, elegant cars to ride in back in the 80s. But back in the 80s, I don't know of anyone that had 665 cubic inch Chevy engine in it. Already pre-staged for Offner. They are still doing final checks. There's a nitrous purge from John Tell on the Cutlass. Tell finally says, all right, you're in the pre-stage, I'll come right there with you. I'll go right into the stage. Offner builds boost. It's gonna take a minute, but he's got 7 seconds. He better get in there. He's in. That Cutlass is gone. And there's the parachute. It will be John Tell going to the next round. Pre-stage for Elder. Pre-stage for Uber. Oh, we got us a race top end. Oh, look at that. I'll tell you what, it was Gary Uber did get there first. Elder was so close beside him. As Elder was getting out of the groove toward the center line, he started to lose control, was like, you know what? Stay in it, just get to the finish line. It was the parachute from Elder's Camaro that took out the 660 block. And it's going to be Chase Schrader in the O'Reilly lane. Danny Jessup in the Heartthrob lane. Door comes open for Schrader. Schrader out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. All the talk on the starting line. The wagers. You're at Cash at the Creek here at Grove Creek Raceway. Round 1 elimination. Right now we are just last pair of small tire. Big tire round number 1 coming up next. And now, trying to get into that stage beam. Last one in will arm the timing system. Who is it going to be? Last one in will be Chase Schrader. He's popping and banging. He's in. The tree is down and they're gone. They are muscling it. Whoa! And the wind light does come on. Trace Schrader, way out of the groove, got the car sideways, pedaled it, stayed in it, straightened it out, and Chase Schrader goes to round number 2. There are smiles. Wow, people doing call. Look at the call-outs right now. Look at the wagers. And now, round number 1, Big Tire comes through the starting line. Brought to you by Ideal Auto Glass and Jake's Quality Auto Repair. As we have Rich Lockenmeyer from Mandan, North Dakota, backing up that Mustang, that is 1968 Mustang, and Rodney Weiser. Rodney, earlier in that Pontiac Grand Am, you saw went off track. They got all the grass clippings out from underneath the chassis. He is ready to rock and roll, but look at this nitrous purge. Rich in the Mustang. He is really bringing down that bottle temperature. They are checking the wheelie bar height on the Mustang. Weiser, that 2005 Pontiac Grand Am is, yeah, one fast car. Got the 481 Pro line in it. And now, drivers, it's all on them. First one into the pre-stage is Rich Lockenmeyer. Rodney Weiser, finding the pre-stage, finds it. Weiser's in, 3 is down, and they're gone. That Grand Am is a bullet, like a bullet from a barrel. There's the parachute. Rodney gets it slowed down, gets the wind light. Will be seen in round number 2. Continuing, second pair of Big Tire. That Highway 32 Truck Center. Another one that went off earlier into the grass. Wade, DeLauer, Oak Grove, Minnesota. Got the white Camaro, 68 model, big block in it. He's got that no-name race cars Camaro. All right, here we are. They've got Wade pretty much where they want him. They're just waiting for Pete Harder's crew to say, all right, let's roll it up, and there it is. He goes a little left in the groove that he was in, straightens out that car. That Camaro got the LSX motor in it. One of the more rare motors I've known about. Wade goes into the pre-stage. Harder goes pre. They both build boost. They're both in aggressively. The tree is down. What a race we've got. It will be Wade getting to the round number 2. That 68 Camaro was hauling the mail, but Pete Harder was right beside him at the door. Jim in the Heartthrob lane. Derek in the O'Reilly lane. And they're going to build it up. We're having us a burn down battle. Neither one of them want to get into the stage first. They are both flexing on each other, but it's going to be Jim finally says, let's do it. And Jim just flashed right to the finish line. Look at that. There for a moment, they were both refusing to go first. Finally, Jim was probably looking at the gauges saying, all right, you know what, I'll go. And now, the final pair of round number 1 of Big Tire. We need you in the lanes. This will be Greg Scotting in the red Biscayne, that 1963 Biscayne 632 cubic inch power plant. Dave Fetters, a very big contender in the 1968 Chevelle with that 539 cubic inch Hemi. This is going to be a good pair, but who is going to stick it all the way to the finish? Let's find out. Tire
We did real well in the first round, and now we've got Gary Uber in our second round. It's going to be tough competition. We turned the car up pretty hot, so we're going to see what's going to happen here.
First round went all right. We've got a new transmission in this thing, and I'm trying to figure it out, and having a little bit of trouble, but we're getting it.
White Camaro.
Oh, from South Dakota?
Yep.
Yeah, big blower car?
Bob Bowman, I think.
That'll be a loud race.
Yeah, it'll be a good race. So.
Yeah, can't wait.
Right, well, good luck and be safe.
In the 88 Mustang. That 88 Mustang hails from Prescott, Wisconsin. Trombley goes right in, and Thomas will be the one to arm the timing system. He is in. The tree is down. They're gone. Thomas gets off the line in a hurry, and it pays off. Trombley really trying to catch up, but I'll tell you what, Thomas was all over that tree. The moment he saw basically counting 4/10 of a second, the car was going, and the green light came on. Brian DePaulis in the S10. Kyle Wayne over there in the O'Reilly lane, 68 Chevelle. DePaulis already gets into the pre-stage. Crew member walks away from Wayne's Chevelle, says, all right, it's on you, brother. Let's make it happen. You see Wayne bringing up the boost, pumps in. And they're gone. It's a pedal fest right about 300 feet, but they get right back into it. Oof. So the win goes to Brian DePaulis in the S10. I'll tell you what, Kyle Wayne was trying everything he could to get that Chevelle, and I'll tell you what, right after the finish line, now Wayne was really close to that wall. I think even the parachute might have got a little rub on the concrete, but it will be Brian DePaulis moving on to the next round. Transport Graphics Mustang coming up. It's Senderhoff. Back. This time in the Heartthrob lane. David Senderhoff waiting to do the burnout with that 86 Fox body. And here it comes. Hopefully they got that thing too, so there's zero tire slip. And right now, all the wagers getting placed down here on the line as David Senderhoff, little nitrous spurs there. So the nitrous is starting to go a little higher into the atmosphere. Our density altitude has dropped 300 feet since we started. Down to 2,761 feet, 71 degrees. Wind out of the northeast at 10 miles an hour. Water greens, 84% with a dew point at 61. So the atmosphere is changing. These cars are they're starting to like it. Berg is in. And they're gone. Look at that. Can Senderhoff do it? He does. David going to the next round with that 86 Mustang. Got out front. Now Steve Carson's Nova, 68 model, with a 540 in it. We'll be making a right lane single pass. Easy win right here, has the bye. Here goes Steve Carson's Nova. And like a pilot coming in for a landing, that front tire on the driver's side did not touch the ground until after the 330 block. Chad Schrader from Sioux Falls, South Dakota will be in that 88 Mustang. Hey, you know what? Announcers get dyslexic too. Get a very quick stuff from time to time. You talk fast enough, that lap. Here comes Bednar's 2017 Camaro with the burnout. As you see Schrader's Mustang open the door, backing it up. Bednar follows suit. And Chevy Camaro in the Heartthrob lane, 565 cubic inch Pro line in it. Hails from Now Then, Minnesota. And Bednar closes the door, says, I think I'm ready. Moves. Both of them bumping in. Bednar's is in, the tree is armed, and they're gone. Bednar's pedaling it, trying to get back. Oh no! Bednar's crosses the center line as he was trying to pedal it and crosses over, hits the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we are letting our crew respond to the scene. We ask that everybody else stay where they're at as they are currently tending to the situation. Stay tuned to 101.9 FM. We'll be right back. You need 5586? All right, attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. Big Tire, car number 5586. We need you in staging. Once again, Big Tire, car number 5586. We need you in the staging lanes. Right now, we are back. In Small Tire, you see the two sitting here right now with that KTRE Ford Mustang, Pro Charge KTRE Mustang. Brian Carpenter out of Forest Lake, Minnesota, will take it down the O'Reilly Napa lane, the right side lane. In the Heartthrob exhaust lane will be John Tell in the old Cutlass, the 1986 Cutlass, 665 cubic inch in that Cutlass. Little nitrous burst from the Cutlass as he rolls it forward. Look at that, already pre-staged in for Carpenter. Carpenter's like, let's rock and roll. John Tell clearing the real estate. Finds Dono, the pre-stage goes right into the stage. Brian Carpenter bumps in. There it goes. Carpenter pedaling it for a quick second, but it'll be Carpenter all the way to the top for the win light. John Tell having an issue right on the launch. Think he had just a little bit of tire shake right there before the tree, and with that, Brian Carpenter just drove right into the next round. So now, the last pair in Small Tire, brought to you by Racecraft and Chris-Craft, rolls into the burnout box as they come around the corner. They're looking straight down track. We see the wagers up in the air, people making the calls. It's going to be Bob Bowman right here on the tower side, that Heartthrob exhaust lane, that big blown Camaro. Here he goes with the burnout. Bowman out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Comes to a stop right there at the tree as you see Gary Ubert backing up the 67 Nova. Gary from Clearbrook, Minnesota. 526 cubic inch power plant in the Nova. Bowman looking to do it one more time. Gary saying, you slip those tires just once and I will get to that win light. All right, pre-staged up. Bob's in, Gary's in. Gary red lights. And Gary Ubert jumped the line, and that automatically turned on Bob Bowman's win light. Heartthrob exhaust lane. And that 68 Chevelle. Big burnout from Jim. But now it's Dave Fetter's turn to answer back. All right, here we go. Dave Fetters in the Heartthrob lane. Jim Gias in the O'Reilly lane. staged for Fetters. He backs out. He's like, wait a minute, that's there's a common courtesy when it comes to pre-staging. Dave Fetters didn't realize he had actually already gotten into the stage beam, backed it out. Jim clearing the real estate, finds the pre-stage. Fetters goes right into the stage, and Jim stages it. And Jim right down to the finish line with a win light. He's gonna take this Chevy Nova. That Nova doing the burnout right now is Steve Carson from New Ulm, Minnesota. 68 Nova with a 540 cubic inch power plant in it, but right now it's trying to polish backing up the 2000 Y2K, the turn of the century Chevy S10. 427 LS in it. Send them all down. All go down, only half come back. Looks like DePaul is already going to stage it up. He's in, and they're gone. Two solid, oh boy, and he gets it sideways. And recovers it. Steve Carson obviously did not get the win light. All eyes were on Steve Carson as Brian DePaulus got the S10 through the finish with the win light. All eyes were on Carson. That Nova was all over the center line, started to swerve left, swerve right. He shot across his lane a little bit, and there for a moment it looked like he might lose it. He saved it. And right now, you know what? Even though Brian DePaulus, he won that round, go to the final, Steve Carson also, you know what, kind of won recovering the car. So now, two Fox Body Mustangs. Roll up. Who will face off against Brian in that final? Here with DOT, well, we're about to find out. Did you want me to call small and big final? Small and big, both final? Really? So it kind of got in his head a little bit. All right, so real quick, hold them up on the starting line. Hold them up, hold them up. Hold up the starting line. Hold up the starting line. We are not going to be sending this pair right now. There we go. He is out. He is waving them off. We are shutting it down. There has been a report of potential fluid on the return road. And as a safety measure, we are going to send our track crew out onto the track to make sure there is nothing on this surface. We do not want to send Carl Thomas and David Senderhoff down track if there is a potential that there is anything on the surface. So right now, that report coming in from the return road that they found fluid, we are going to inspect the track. All right, here we go. This is semi, right? Going to the final. Okay, so this is DOT semi, right? All right, the last half of the DOT semi-final. Brought to you by Norm's Tire Sales and CS Automotive. David Senderhoff. Once again, one of these two pulling up for the last time in competition tonight. Will it be Carl Thomas taking the win light in that 88 Mustang, or David in the 86 Mustang? Looks like Carl, the first one into the pre-stage, as you see Senderhoff inching forward, clearing the real estate, finds the pre-stage. Last one in alarm the timing system, it'll be Carl Thomas. He's in, the tree is down, they're gone. And Thomas blasts out of the gate and goes right to the final. David Senderhoff Well, he had to tune down just to get it off the line. All the power started to come in, and he started to lose it there for a second. But I'll tell you what, Carl Thomas already passed the finish line with the win light. Goes to the final. So now, we got a test hit coming at us.
Really unsuspected.
Getting up to that line. Finds the pre-stage. Who's going in first? It's Carpenter. Puts the pinch on Schrader. Schrader builds up, hopping and banging. He's in. They are gone. Brian Carpenter just peels away. And that is all it rode. Chase Schrader crossed the center line, took out the timing blocks. And that was a tough break for the 8-mile blocks. Those things have been perpetually beat up all day long, constantly being murdered by cars. One got murdered by a parachute. So Brian Carpenter winning, going to the final. Chase Schrader, tough break there as he was all over the place trying to pedal it. And of course, we got TZ video here this weekend as well. I'm gonna put a shout out to them as well.
Figured out, but here we go.
I got this lane. I got left.
mean, it was all luck.
No,
it was.
No,
it was all luck. We didn't make one clean hit until the last 2 runs. I know, but and then we lose the data. We didn't even have data on the first run. We had no data, and we blew the tires out.
Brian,
there's no
next year
way.
I'm bringing you a blind man's game so you can feel your way through it.
I mean, that was probably our biggest, luckiest win ever.
That was a good time.
That was awesome.
So that's
Thanks.
what, 11 in a row now?
It is 11.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta have luck.
You want to tell us a little bit about the race? How'd it go?
Oh my God! We changed everything over the winter. I mean, not one single thing. Shocks, fuel system, converter. I mean, front struts. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, we come out, the fuel system's giving us fits, and drew some advanced tables, and it started to come around, and then finally we started to make some hits and making adjustments and weight. I don't know how we got here. We should have never made it.
Like you said, luck goes a long way.
I mean, I guess I'd rather be lucky. You know what I mean?
Hurt my feelings.
Well, good job, dude.
I appreciate it.
And
thank you.
on the next one. So
Thank you.
What is that, October? Or?
August 19th or something.
Cool, well.
So we got some work to do. But yeah, come back and try it again. Keep swinging, I guess. I mean, it would be nice to make it an even dozen.
Right.
What's that? I don't know. We'll have to figure something out.
Awesome. Well, good
Thank
luck
you, Tyson.
on the next event. We'll see you then.
Thank you. Appreciate it.